Let's be clear. You were not born to work, pay bills, and die. Let that sink in for a second. You were not placed on this earth to wake up every single day, go to a job that you absolutely hate, be drained and tired by the time you get off, spend your lunch breaks scrolling on Instagram and TikTok, watching other people live the life that you want to live, and not being able to afford the things that you want to afford. Especially not to do all of those things every single day for 65 years, just to retire and die. That's not a lie. That's survival. And you did not come here to just survive. You came here to live. What sucks is most people are stuck in this cycle. And the cycle that they're stuck in is not designed for them to win. Think about it. We're taught to go to school, go to college, get a good job, make good money, have some kids, buy a house, and work. Go in debt for student loans and your mortgage, work 40 plus hours a week, or even get a part time job to make more money and pay bills forever. And maybe if you're lucky, by the time you retire, you may not be too tired and you might be able to enjoy your day for a few years before you die. It's the biggest scam in our country, and people don't even question it. They just do it every single day like it's normal. But let me tell you what, if you're watching this video and if you're subscribed to my channel, then you are already questioning it. Because you know deep down inside there's more to life than what they're offering you. You want freedom, you want purpose, and you want options. And there's nothing wrong with that. I wanted that too. And I don't care what anyone says, you are not crazy for wanting that. You're just waking up. Let me tell you when it clicked for me. I was working a full time job for 6 years, and I had got this job right after I graduated college. I was so excited because it was towards my degree. I studied biology, and I was going to be working in a lab Monday to Friday from 9 to 5, the perfect hours, having weekends off. And I was going to be getting paid $20 an hour, which is way more than what I was ever used to at the time. I think I was 23. And all the jobs I had before that were fast food jobs, and they were only paying me like $8 an hour. So I had thought I arrived. And when I got my first paycheck at $20 an hour, I was shocked. I forgot all about taxes. And I didn't even realize at the time the more you make, the more they take. And so I was expecting to have a paycheck of about $2,000. And my check was $1,000. By the time they took deductions, parking, and taxes, I barely had any money left. And so then I thought, okay, well, if I just work overtime, I'll be closer to that $2,000 range. Nope, because the more overtime you work, the more they take. And not only that, I hated my job. I hated management. I hated the people. And working in a lab just wasn't something that I enjoyed. I never worked in a lab all day long, so I didn't really know what to expect. I had labs here and there in college, but it was only for like 30 minutes every other day. It wasn't 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. So I was quickly growing tired of the cycle. And on top of that, by the time I paid for my rent, my car note, my lights, my phone, and them student loans, I had no money left. I was broke as hell. And year after year would go by, and I kept questioning, well, how am I supposed to buy a house? How am I supposed to take a vacation? How am I supposed to do the things that I want to do off of this check? And it's crazy because most of the people that I knew weren't even making what I was making. I was making more than everyone I knew, and I was still broke. And I needed to escape because I was like, I can't keep living like this, going to work being miserable, being broke, crying every day because I hate my life. There has to be more to this. And I could not imagine working there until I was 65. I couldn't imagine it. No, 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 no. And I would see people online making six figures on Instagram talking about all the money they were making. And it dawned on me, I needed to start a business. I didn't know what the business was going to be in. I didn't know how it was going to get done, but I knew that I needed to start a business. And I would say for about 3 years, I was trying everything in the book. I went to real estate school. I tried selling clothes. I wanted to start an IT company. I tried so many things in the course of 3 years just because I knew that I needed to start a business of some kind, and I knew that I could not live the rest of my life working for someone. I just couldn't figure out what it was. But then COVID came around, and I started seeing more and more people talking about how much money they were making online. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a try. I didn't have any social media experience, you guys. I had no followers. On my Instagram, I had 50 followers, and those were all people that I knew, whether they were family, friends, or people that I went to college with. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I didn't have any fancy equipment. I did not have this camera that I'm recording on right now. I had a phone that was super old, no ring light, but I knew I had heart and I knew that I could not continue to work there. So I quit. I quit on a whim. I didn't have any money saved up. I had just bought a house. My savings account was drained. Okay. But I learned how to make content. I learned how to create digital products and I started selling. And quickly after, my entire life started to change. Now, let's talk about why you haven't made the shift. Because you know there's money online. You see people doing it every day, but yet there's something that's holding you back. You've saved the videos, you follow the coaches, you've even purchased some courses, but something keeps holding you back. And here's what it really is: your fear of failure, your fear of what people will think, your fear of doing something different than what your friends and family do. And honestly, the fear of winning, because in your mind, who would you be if you actually started winning, where you didn't live paycheck to paycheck anymore like everyone else you know? But I'm here to tell you this: you are not lazy, you're not unmotivated, you're not incapable. You're just trapped mentally in a life that you didn't even choose. But guess what? You can unchoose it right now. Because let me tell you what, there's a version of you that gets to wake up when she feels like it without having to set an alarm. There's a version of you that makes money while they sleep. There's a version of you that gets to do what she wants to do every single day and not feel bad about it. There's a version of you that gets to get your hair done, gets to get your nails done, gets to go out for lunch. There's a version of you that doesn't have to clock in and clock out. There's a version of you that does not have to ask for permission to leave work early or come to work late. There's a version of you that does not have to live paycheck to paycheck. And there's a version of you that's waiting for you if you decide to take that step. She's building her business, she's building her empire, and she's doing the things that she loves to do every single day. And I'm here to tell you that version is real, because that version of me was real and I'm doing it right now. But in order to reach that higher version of yourself, you have to stop living like every day is meant to be stressful, because it's not. You were made to create, inspire, and impact and get paid for it. And it all starts with one decision: the decision to do what you've never done before, the decision to start, the decision to believe in yourself. So, if you're ready to start living and stop surviving, then I'm ready to help you. If you're tired of being stuck in a cycle that drains you every single day, then I'm here to help you. I'm here to teach you everything that I've learned in the past 5 years that has allowed me to make six figures every single year. So I hope you're ready to learn. My 12-week mentorship program, Content Creation and Digital Products Mastery, was designed for women like you. I am going to teach you step by step how to create and sell your digital product. And I'm going to teach you how to create content to attract an audience who wants what you're selling. I'm also going to shift your mindset, because your old way of thinking cannot be your current way of thinking if you want to be successful online. I'm also going to teach you how to show up confidently every single day and make content that impacts, that teaches, and that allows you to be creative all at the same time. I'm also going to teach you how to grow your platforms and how to finally believe in yourself, because you can do this. You are stopping you, but not anymore. So, click the link in my description and sign up today. Enrollment is open and I want to help you. I want you to be the best version of yourself and I want you to be paid. So let's build your digital empire together, brick by brick. Now, comment below with the words "I'm ready to live" and let me know what things are you struggling with every single day that's keeping you from starting your digital empire. I can't wait to read what you have to say. Bye, you guys.